Mga idol at kabayan, alias Wali, isang Canadian sniper buhay na buhay pa. Isang kilalang Canadian sniper na si alias Wali ay ipinalabas ng isang Russian social media site na ito daw ay nasawi sa pamamagitan ng Russian Special Forces 20 minuto matapos itong dumating sa Mariupol sa southern part ng Ukraine sa kasagsagan ng pagsalakay ng Russia. Marami ang nagulat sa balitang kumalat sa social media dahil para sa isang Canadian Armed Forces na bihasa at merong experience sa pakikidigma at masawi ng ganun kabilis ay nagpapakita ng sobrang lakas ng Russian Special Forces ayon nga sa isang Canadian expert na tumutok sa kaso ni alias Wali. Ayon sa kanyang pagsasaliksik, kanyang napag-alaman na ang lumabas na balitang nasawi si alias Wali ay galing mismo sa Russian government disinformation. Dagdag pa niya, ito ay isa ring taktika upang siraan at pahinain ang loob ng mga foreign volunteers na sumama sa labanan sa panig ng Ukraine at upang ipakita lang sa mga tao ang lakas na meron ang Russian military. Pero ngayong araw matapos makahanap ng pagkakataon at ligtas na lugar, pinaunlakan ni alias Wali ang isang interview at ibinunyag ang kanyang nalalaman sa kanyang pakikipaglaban sa Russia. Ayon sa kanya, and I quote, "Russian are not sophisticated fighters," unquote. Dagdag pa niya, and I quote, "They are not good as NATO army," unquote. Panoorin ang video, i-like, mag-subscribe, mabilis lang ito, promise!
The Russians are not sophisticated fighters. The army as a whole. I'm not saying that they are all bad. We should not underestimate them, but they're not as good as the NATO army. Okay, I would be much more afraid of the equivalent of Canadian soldier with all the airplanes, tanks, and infantry than the equivalent number of Russian soldier. A lot more. Well, it's a bit like First World War or Second World War. There's a front line. There's a front line, but there's still like things going on in the background, right? So it's not like everything collapsed and there's no. I still haven't doing it, right? But there's still electricities here and there. If you go downtown or Kiev, it's like almost normal in a way. It's not like everything is destroyed. There's a few things destroyed, but it's not. At some place you look and it's like normal. You see the checkpoints, you see like the military and such, but you don't see like all the destruction because it takes a while to destroy everything. Like it takes years of warfare. You cannot just destroy everything in a week. It would take so many rounds and projectiles and such. So I'm behind. There's some places where we can rest, where we can have a shower, relax without worrying too much about the fighting and protecting the position. So I'm a bit in between. It's not like fully civilian, but it's not fully military frontline situation. But it's like a chess game. Like everybody is like trying to hide himself from the enemy because both sides has the capabilities of artillery and such. The Ukrainian artillery is very strong, by the way. It's not like silent. They're shooting back and forth like between the Russians, and it's a bit like a macho game. Okay, I would say, because it's a bit like, okay, I'm gonna shoot you like 10 rounds, and then just to show you that I'm still there, I'm gonna shoot you like 20 rounds as a reply. And then the other side is like, okay, now it's 30 rounds, like, and then it goes on all the time like that. And then sometimes you shoot the city, they shoot the village, and they shoot the house, and after I would say half of the work is just to protect yourself, right? Because at the end of the day, they cannot take Ukraine if there are still soldiers on the ground left to protect. So the last step of any invasion is to send the actual boots on the ground, the infantry, to actually take control of the land. But before that, an army tries to kill as many soldiers as you can. So they try to, shoot, find us, shoot. So half of the game is just to protect yourself and defend and hold the place.